Did you know many people pray for success while living in a way that blocks it? Scripture says, a man reaps what he sows. Your daily habits are seeds. They either attract God-given opportunities or push them away. In this video, you'll discover 10 Bible-based habits that make success flow toward your life. And habit 10 is the one God often uses to lift people when everything else fails. Don't miss it. Stay with me until the end. And if your spirit is saying, this is what I've needed, subscribe and let these teachings become part of your daily strength. Let's begin. Habit number 1, seek wisdom before activity. Many people start their day with noise, not wisdom. The moment their eyes open, they are already reacting, scrolling, answering messages, absorbing the world before they've anchored their inner world. And when your day begins in disorder, your decisions often follow that same pattern. What you listen to first shapes everything that comes after. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom. Proverbs 4:7, you rise according to the quality of your counsel. If the first voice you hear is fear or distraction, your whole day bends in that direction. But when the first voice is wisdom, God's truth, God's perspective, you move differently, you carry clarity, you walk with intention. Before work, before notifications, before the world demands anything from you, open scripture or a trusted source of wisdom, or even sit in silence. Give it 10 quiet minutes. Breathe, reflect, and ask yourself, what is the wise thing to do today? That single question resets your mind and redirects your steps. Wisdom creates order, and wherever there is order, success has room to flow. Start with wisdom, and you won't just have a better day, you'll build a better life. Habit number 2, plan your day with purpose. Living without direction creates disorder, and disorder quietly destroys opportunity. Many people wake each morning and dive straight into activity without direction. They move, but not toward anything. They work, but without clarity, and when your days are lacking purpose, your results lose impact. A life without intentional planning becomes a life shaped by interruptions, emotions, and other people's priorities. Commit your plans to the Lord, and they will succeed. Proverbs 16:3, God blesses direction, not confusion. Purpose doesn't appear by accident, it's formed through planning, prayer, and deliberate focus. When you choose your direction, you influence your destiny. So, before the momentum of the day pulls you away, pause and plan. Write 3 priorities, simple, focused, achievable. Not a wish list of dreams you'll never touch, but a purpose list, the essential actions that move your life forward. Success rises around those who live with intention. When you plan your day, you partner with God in shaping your future. Habit number 3, practice discipline in small things. Most people desire success in the major areas of life, yet quietly tolerate chaos in the small ones. They pray for breakthroughs while ignoring the everyday habits that shape their character. But Scripture is clear, the hand of the diligent rules. Proverbs 12:24, discipline creates authority. Laziness, even in small things, slowly builds a kind of bondage. Missed opportunities, delayed progress, weaken confidence. But when you practice diligence, even in the simplest tasks, you strengthen your ability to lead your own life. So, start small. Fix one habit a day, discipline over motivations, make your bed, clear your inbox, organize your schedule, bring order to your finances. These small acts train your mind and spirit to walk in responsibility. And here's the promise. When God sees you rule small things, He trusts you with greater things. Habit number 4, gratitude in the morning, not complaining. Complaining is a seed, and every seed produces after its kind. When you speak frustration, you cultivate more reasons to be frustrated. Many people don't realize that their words shape the atmosphere they live in. A day that begins with grumbling often spirals into discouragement, not because the world changed, but because their spirit did. Scripture reminds us, this is the day the Lord has made, rejoice. Psalm 118, verse 24. Rejoicing is not denial, it is a decision. Gratitude shifts the spiritual climate of your heart. It realigns your perspective with God's goodness rather than your circumstances. So, before you check messages, news, or responsibilities, pause and name 3 things you're grateful for. Big or small, put them out in the universe, write them down. Let gratitude become your first act of the day. Here's the promise. Gratitude opens doors that grumbling silently closes. It attracts clarity, favor, and a renewed sense of strength. Habit number 5, steward your time, not just your money. Many people guard their wallets fiercely but waste their hours without a second thought. Yet time, not money, is the most limited resource we possess. Every moment spent carelessly is a moment that can never be recovered. Scripture urges us, teach us to number our days. Psalm 90:12. In other words, learn to measure time as something sacred. Time mismanagement is often disguised self-sabotage. When your hours are scattered, your purpose becomes scattered with them. But when your time is ordered, your life begins to move with clarity and momentum. So, be intentional. Block time for what truly matters: work that builds, rest that renews, prayer that anchors you, relationships that strengthen you. Don't leave your schedule to chance. Design it with purpose. And here's the promise: when you honor your time begins to honor you. Opportunities appear, productivity increases, peace returns. Your future is shaped in the hours you steward today. Habit number 6: walk in integrity when no one is watching. Hidden compromises weaken visible blessings. Many people don't realize how small private decisions quietly shape their future. You cannot build a stable life on divided integrity. Scripture says, "The integrity of the upright guides them." Proverbs 11:3, integrity is a compass. Lose it, and even great success becomes unsteady. When you are careless in private, cracks form beneath the surface. Doors may open, but they won't stay open. Influence may grow, but it won't endure. True stability begins with unseen obedience. So each day, make one small, invisible decision the right way. Choose honesty, choose purity, choose restraint. And here's the promise: God establishes people who are consistent in private. He secures what their character can sustain. Habit number 7: be generous daily, even in small ways. Many people desire abundance, yet they live with closed hands. They pray for increase while clinging tightly to what they have, afraid to release anything. But abundance is not attracted to fear, it is attracted to generosity. Scripture makes it unmistakably clear: the generous will prosper. Proverbs 11:25. Generosity does more than bless others, it activates a spiritual circulation, a flow of giving and receiving that keeps your life from becoming stagnant. When you give, something shifts inside you. Your heart expands, your perspective widens, you stop living from scarcity and start living from trust. And the amount doesn't matter, the posture does. So bless someone today. A message of encouragement, a dollar to someone in need, a smile, a kindness, a prayer. Small seeds produce meaningful harvests. And here's the promise: what you release, God multiplies. Your open hand becomes the pathway for unexpected provision and favor. Habit number 8: speak words of life, not fear. People often destroy their future with the sentences they repeat. Words may seem small, but they shape belief, attitude, and direction. Scripture warns us, death and life are in the power of the tongue. Proverbs 18:21. Your words are not just sounds, they create the inner climate you live in. If you constantly speak a limitation, your spirit begins to agree with it. But when you speak growth, possibility, and truth, your heart rises to meet those declarations. So begin replacing destructive phrases like "I can't" with words that build your future. I'm growing. I'm learning. I'm moving forward. Let your language align with the person you are becoming. And here's the promise: your words shape outcomes. Choose to speak life. Habit number 9: practice humility in your decisions. Pride blinds, humility aligns. Pride convinces you that you already know enough, already see enough, already are enough, but humility opens the heart to correction, wisdom, and growth. Scripture reminds us, God gives grace to the humble. James 4:6. And grace is more than kindness. It is divine advantage. It is God adding strength where you lack it and clarity where you're confused. Humility does not weaken you, it positions you to rise. It creates space for learning, for new insight, for transformation. It is the doorway to wisdom. So make this your daily practice. Ask yourself, what don't I see? What can I learn today? These questions soften the heart and sharpen the mind. And here is the promise: humility prepares the heart for elevation. Habit number 10: return your heart to God every day. Success without God becomes a burden, not a blessing. Many may chase achievement thinking it will bring peace, only to discover that without spiritual alignment, even the greatest accomplishments feel heavy. Scripture gives us the true order: in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths. Proverbs 3:6. When God is not invited into your decisions, you may reach your goals, but you will carry them alone, and anything carried alone becomes exhausting. But when your heart is aligned with Him, everything else begins to align as well. Wisdom becomes clearer, decisions become lighter, the path becomes steadier. What once felt confusing begins to unfold with purpose. So make this your daily posture: lead me today, correct me today, use me today. This simple prayer opens your life to divine direction, and here's the promise. This habit creates supernatural clarity, favor, and protection. As you reflect on these habits, let me leave you with a truth that can reshape your future. Success is not luck. It is not magic. It is not reserved for a few. Success is the harvest of wisdom, obedience, and daily discipline. If you practice these 10 habits, not once, but daily, you will begin to attract opportunities, resources, and favor. Because your life will finally be aligned with principles that have worked for thousands of years. If one of these habits spoke to you, write it in the comments as a declaration. Share this video with someone who needs clarity. And if you want more biblical wisdom on success, stewardship, and purpose, subscribe to the Abundance Bible and turn on notifications.